longer it goes, the better it is for you. Is there like a point in the 12 rounds where you think you begin to establish yourself as being firmly in control?
Yeah, that's that's the game plan. The earlier, the better, of course. But that's what it is. I mean, especially in the beginning of a fight, there's a lot of it's hectic. It's herky jerky. Guys are trying to establish control. You usually see in the greatest fights, when you got guys going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then somebody pulls away. That's just high-level sports in general. Tennis matches, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The beginning of a fight is the wild, wild west. That's a fight, and until the control is established, you have that kind of fight.
Chris, have you ever practiced the knockout punch that one? Chris, we know what you did with your.
Pacquiao is susceptible to specific punches, and we've practiced, those moves and those punches, and we've had good success with sparring partners and visualizing and understanding when we have.
Have you thought about your first money and what you're going to do with it? I know everyone talks about your car and your living situation. Are those going to change?
The first thing, well, I've already started with setting up a 401k and a pension plan and money effort. That's all done, all established. Payment through my corporate name, my business. Payroll services, health insurance, which I haven't had for a while. That stuff's already established. In terms of other stuff, moving out and whatever, I'm probably a car will probably get a sponsor. Probably get a sponsor for that. But I'm interested in real estate. I want to go probably live somewhere in Florida for some property.
In the area you said?
No, down in Florida. Down in Florida. Do a little, New Yorker snowbird.
Right.
Chris.
I hear it's like 23 degrees down there right now.
Chris, obviously now the days that you're usually cutting those last 3 or 4 pounds that you don't have to do now. Talk about that, the last 4 pounds that you don't have to get off this time.
I just had a big old piece of salmon with some broccoli and sweet potatoes and salad. So, it's a little easier this weight. It's only a couple pounds, but those couple pounds makes a difference. It's good though because of the travel. I mean, I could still make 40, this weekend. But it's nice though because we weren't sure exactly how things are going to be with the travel and the food situation. That we have those extra pounds.
And also, you made no bones about it. You've been quoted. This isn't a knockout. This isn't a fight. It's a boxing match. How important is it for you to establish your jab, your height, and your reach?
Exactly. Like you said, it's not. This isn't a knockout game or a whatever else people might think it is. It's not Rock'em Sock'em Robots. This is a boxing match. I got to go out there and be a master boxer, control the space, control the pace, and fight my fight. And go out there and be as close to a master boxer as possible.
One last one. Do you see instances where you may have to sit down in the pocket and slug for a few seconds here and there, and you prepare for that?
Always. I've been labeled lately as a pure boxer, but I don't think that's really the right title for me. I throw a lot of punches. I land a lot of punches. I mix it up. I'm a body puncher. So there's definitely going to be times for that. I'm not a boring fighter. My fights are fun to watch.
Chris, I talking about that. Talked with a few New York fighters who know you pretty well. And they said, what you guys don't realize is Chris Algieri is a very good insight, right?
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to see that. Looking forward to, if necessary, having the opportunity to demonstrate that.
I think there's going to be times for that because Manny's not very busy when fights get really close, especially when it's not on his terms. I spent a lot of my early career as an inside fighter, and my trainers have worked on getting me to work more from the outside, obviously, to establish my jab. And it was a big shift from my early career. My first 5 fights, I had 3 knockouts and dropped the other 2 guys 4 times each. And then we kind of had a shift where we found boxing to be a better style and easier one to get wins.